y'all get quiet. When you tryna come for me, I keep on flourishing. Yeah. And he said even the best one in the company is you love it how I move you. You love it how I touch you. My one, when all is said.
Welcome to Jazzy's Music Diary, where I talk all things pop culture and commentary in music and the artist's artistry and analysis on them. In this review, I will be talking about Nicki Minaj and her illustrious musical career. Now, this is only opinion-based, and everything that I do mention is just for entertainment purposes only. And I hope you enjoy my take on it and your day continues to go as sublime as your face. Now, without further ado, let's get into the video. Nicki Minaj has amazingly solidified herself as the queen of rap. Completely hands down, no one can ever do it better. She has masterclassed every rap verse in the history of hip-hop and rap and music. The greatest to ever do it in her own lane of creativity and artistry. Her looks were iconic, from her signature bob to different color hairstyles, you instantly recognize it's hers. She literally paved a way for so many rap girlies, where she became the foolproof blueprint of rap, where you admire and appreciate her authenticity on her records. I loved a couple of her Met Gala looks she rocked, and her outfit choices as far as fashion, she is delivering. She is so divine and exquisite, and she can wear any color on her because she has that face for it. She exudes rich energy, where her songs make you want to have your stuff together and not waste any time in doing so. She has one of the funniest memes ever, and has the most quotable and memorable verses as a rap artist, where as soon as you hear someone rapping them, you know it's Nicki Minaj. That's how influential she is, and there will never be another Nicki Minaj ever again, as this is the only lifetime we get her in. She has the best features in music videos with the strongest verses that amplifies the artist's art and image. I'm giving Nicki her 10s and then some, because you literally hear and feel every bar she raps. She is so smartly well versed with her raps, and it's tough yet thought-provoking, engaging and compelling, and influential and memorable. Talented without even trying, she stays committed to her artistry and keeps her vision straight onto what she's ambitious of. An excellent businesswoman with brand deals, starting from Heavy on Her Records label founded in 2023 to her Press On Nail line, and the radio show Queen Radio from 2018 to 2023, and is a firm, encouraging voice for education, instilling the importance of independence. Nicki is one of the world's best-selling music artists and a best-selling female rapper, with over 100 million records sold. She has 3 Diamond certified songs by the RIAA, and in 2024 became the first female rapper with multiple Diamond certified solo songs. She is among the RIAA's 50 highest certified digital singles artists, with 54.5 million certified units. In 2023, Billboard and Vibe ranked Minaj as the greatest female rapper of all time.
She's got a point. She's an icon. She's a legend, and she is the moment. Now, come on now.
Nicki Minaj signed her first major record deal with Young Money Entertainment, founded by Lil Wayne, in 2009. Now, her Pink Friday era was an impression. She debuted at Pink Friday on November 22nd, 2010, and this was her first album, and it was mainly hip-hop with R&B and pop that incorporated electronic pop. The album featured guest vocals from Rihanna, Eminem, Drake, will.i.am, Natasha Bedingfield, and Kanye West. 5 singles off her album were in the top 40 of the Billboard Hot 100, and her deluxe song Super Bass on the album peaked at number 3 on the chart. Pink Friday peaked at number 2 on the Billboard Hot 200, selling 375,000 copies in its first week, and then later peaked at number 1, becoming Nicki's first number 1 album. Those numbers are so good, especially for a debut album. In 2016, the album was certified 3 times platinum by the RIAA. In my opinion, her talent alone does not even need reward, as she is already a walking one. However, I don't think this was her strongest album at all, and I felt like she was just making music to sell, not necessarily her pouring her heart out onto it. While she had personality, it didn't really keep my attention, and I felt as if it was just fluff to me, just watered down and smothering her talent as a lyrical and theatrical rapper, because she is so compelling and pierces the heart with her words. The songs that I'm well familiar with on the album were Super Bass, Did It On Him, Fly featuring Rihanna, Moment for Life featuring Drake, Check It Out with will.i.am, and Your Love. I honestly give this album a 6 out of 10. I really didn't pay a lot of attention to her other album because it didn't really interest me. It's really where her features popped out a whole lot more than her music. It was a pass for me, and her features in other artists' videos stood out more. I'm gonna jump to the stage where her music started picking back up to me. and it wasn't until her Pinkprint era is where her music became more interesting. Her Pinkprint album is primarily a hip-hop album that was released on December 15, 2014, and that's when I started listening to her music again. The album peaked at number 2 on the Billboard Hot 200 and sold 244,000 copies in its first week. As of December 2015, it has sold 682,000 pure copies and has been certified twice platinum by the RIAA, followed by Anaconda that peaked at number 2 on the Billboard Hot 100, becoming her highest charting single at the time, and started touring right after this with over 50 shows in 5 months. She started amplifying her sound a whole lot more on this album, where she resonates and relates to anybody that could be going through enough with someone as far as relationships and holding together would be, and really displays a lot of understanding of emotional grace given to someone in order for you to grow as a person, and then really having some fun with your friends and your significant other. On this album, she had features from Ariana Grande, Beyonce, Drake, Lil Wayne, and Chris Brown. I really like the song Feeling Myself featuring Beyonce and Only featuring Lil Wayne, Drake, and Chris Brown. Those are certified favorites on this track, and then with All Things Go and Pills and Potion, it was impactful and thought-provoking and a natural way of storytelling where it brings you into her mind and her emotions. The songs that stood out on this album to me is All Things Go, Feeling Myself featuring Beyonce, Only featuring Drake, Lil Wayne, and Chris Brown, Anaconda, and Pills and Potion. So I would give this album a short 7 out of 10. Now onto her Queen era. Queen's release date was pushed back twice before ultimately being released a week ahead of schedule. Queen is a hip-hop album with elements of trap, dancehall, reggae, pop, and R&B. Both Chun-Li and Feifei, or Fifi, I'm sorry if I mispronounced it, peaked within the top 10 of the US Billboard Hot 100. To promote the album, Minaj launched her live radio program, Queen Radio, and eventually embarked on a Nicki World Tour with Juice WRLD in February of 2019. The album was released on August 10, 2018, and the album debuted at number 2 on the US Billboard 200 with 185,000 album equivalence units, of which 78,000 came from pure album sales. The album was certified platinum by the Recording Industry Association of America, the RIAA, in January of 2019. I just felt like around this time, she wasn't marketed properly like she should have been, and there should have been more initiative from her label to give her that push. It shouldn't have never been her promoting herself on her own radio station like that for engagement. That was on a record company that failed Nicki on purpose because of the impact as she carries as an artist. In August 2015, Minaj was asked for details on her upcoming 4th album, responding, and I quote, "The album is so freaking epic, but it's a journey, right? Before my first album came out, I was on everybody's song. I had my own campaign without realizing it. Right now, I have to complete a few things for other people," unquote. In October 2017, Minaj told T Magazine about her vision for the album, stating, "Now I can tell you guys what happened for the last 2 years of my life. I know who I am getting Nicki Minaj figured out with this album, and I'm loving her." That's an honest reflection of your own body of work, and it's commendable. Like the album cover a lot, it was personified queen energy at her peak while leaving you tantalized for more. She really went in on Barbie Dreams. To me, that's her pop-out song where you saw her lyrical genius at its amazement. I mean, the mic was on and it literally got destroyed after those bars. The songs that caught my attention on this album were Barbie Dreams, Chun Sui, and LLC. So I would give this album a 7 out of 10. Honestly, her Pink Friday 2 era is her best one yet in my opinion out of all her albums she's done. Pink Friday 2 is Nicki's 5th studio album that was released on December 8th, 2023. Primarily a hip-hop album with infuses of R&B and pop, and speaks on motherhood, achievements, mental health, grief, and self-confidence. I really do feel she put more of herself in this album and embodied everything that she was going through at the time and poured it out on this record, and she did a phenomenal job. This is an album that will be on repeat, and she came back stronger and harder with this one. Pink Friday 2 debuted at number 1 on a US Billboard 200, making Minaj the first female rapper in history to have 3 number 1 albums. It earned over 228,000 album equivalent units in its first week, with 92,000 coming from pure album sales. The lead single, Super Freaky Girl, is certified double platinum in the US and marked Minaj's first solo number 1 on the Billboard Hot 100, while all the other singles peaked within the top 25. Pink Friday 2 was certified platinum in March 2024. 2 extended editions of the album were released, and in March 2024, Minaj embarked on a Pink Friday 2 World Tour, which became the 4th highest grossing concert tour by a hip-hop artist in history and the highest grossing tour by a female rapper. The album was gorgeously detailed and layered with barely any misses on it, and she bodied all her verses with the best wordplays and puns and fabulous energy. It was executed with precision, and this album is her chef's kiss and the best one yet of her work. The songs that grabbed my attention were Barbie Dangerous, Red Ruby the Sleaze, FTCU, Pink Birthday, Everybody, Big Difference, Bomb Bomb, and Last Time I Saw You. I would give this album a great resounding 9 out of 10. So what's next in store for Nicki? We'll see as she moves along in her career, as she continues to surprise us. Right now, she is dedicating all her energy into cooking up her next album. So until then, the queen presides on her throne. I hope you enjoyed today's video, and I appreciate you for watching. Feel free to leave comments if you want, and don't forget, you are fabulous exactly the way God made you. Get your groove on, and I hope you have a happy rest of your day. Bye!
Got me all up in my